Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got DaniLeigh on that Yellowbone situation. Kanye West talking crazy to folks. We got Drake delaying the album once again. Benzino's daughter finally speaks. Jay-Z on that Rockefeller snitch situation, and Lil Durk redefining snitch terms. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you're feeling any part of the content, man. We definitely appreciate that. Yo, don't forget to share us out on your Facebook, Instagram, wherever, man. If we say anything that has any kind of relevance to anything that you like, yo, man, I wouldn't mind sharing this piece. It definitely helps your boy out as well. Hit that sub button if you haven't subscribed already. And, yo, with the thumbnails, man, yo, what we say, man, we, you know what I'm saying? The thumbnails are for the new folk, okay? Thumbnail for new folk. For those of y'all that keep coming back, y'all know what to do. Now, first on deck, we're going to set you off with some good news for today, because you know what? It's that kind of party. Remember when we played that DaniLeigh joint highlighting the Yellowbone colorism thing? Well, Shorty came back with an apology about that joint. Yo, take a listen to this.
Hey guys, it's DaniLeigh, and I just wanted to address what's going on with me right now. I think it's super important because I definitely feel super misunderstood, and you know, my song Yellowbone is what got my attention. I wasn't brought up like that. I never looked at my skin as a privilege. I never looked at me as I'm better than somebody because of my skin tone. Nah, like I see brown skinned women flaunt their skin all the time in music. Like, why can't I talk about mine? It wasn't something that I looked at so deeply, which I can see why people will take it deeply. So I understand, and I'm sorry that I wasn't sensitive to the topic when I wrote my comment, like, why are you guys taking it so personal? Because it can be a personal thing to certain people. Chocolate man, I have beautiful dark-skinned friends, like, and skin isn't something I even see. Like, it's not something that I look at, like, you know? So, yeah, I don't live for the internet. I just, because people don't know me, so that's why a genuine mind and just, you know, try to get past it. I'm sorry. Again, if I offended people who are truly offended, I am sorry. And yeah, I'm gonna just keep grinding, keep doing me, keep posting me, and yeah.
You see that? You see that right there? Look, I can respect that right there, man. Yo, DaniLeigh came through it. She heard the crowd wasn't thrilled with her joint, and she was like, my bad. My intention wasn't to throw shots, which we already knew. We knew you wasn't trying to throw shots, or at least we suspected it. The issue was that the timing was off. I mean, it happens, right? You can't expect to play a piano and never hit the wrong key at any given time. Needless to say, I like the fact that she came through on some grown-up-ish, talking about my fault. Respect for that. Mulatto did the same type of thing, you know what I mean, with the name change. Unfortunately, this joint runs deep in this country, man. Colorism, racism, the whole 9 yards. We're so screwed up with it, a lot of us don't even know how bad the joint jacked our minds up. And when you have a huge platform, right? Lots of folks have to be taken into consideration, man. Yo, props to you, Danny. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? Look, I'm a man over here. I believe in forgiveness. You see what I'm saying? Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. No? Well, if you're not into that, then that's your problem. You see what I'm saying? You ever try to help somebody, but then they violently turn on you? You're like, yeah, that just happened with my partner. They won't even listen to me. Well, you probably started off the conversation like you were a little crazy, but, and you know that's not how you start that conversation. Anyway, Kanye West was caught talking crazy. I know, surprise, surprise. To none other than Chance the Rapper, who came by to do a wellness check on your boy. Look, you gotta call Cuzzo before you just come through, man. You can't just come through and talk about, yeah, I just showed up to see if you doing good because mentally I heard you got things going on. Yo, take a look at this.
So, you know, Kanye is finishing his album. He wanted his people around him. Chance, honestly, because of what he was reading, you know, he came through to just check Kanye. You know, and you know, again, Kanye deals with all his issues at all times. At the end of the day, Chance is there just to be a friend.
Yo, man, look, now to me, right? That looked like the music was too loud and he was just trying to tell him something in his ear. But because we know our cousin Ye be tripping, it is assumed that he was talking crazy to my brother Chance the Rapper. It's like he didn't even give him a chance to respond. You like, yo, man, you so corny. Whatever, man. I've been called worse by better. Now, Drake was supposed to be dropping his album, Certified Lover Boy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that album title neither, right? But I guess Drake is one of those guys that, like, he could drop that and the joint still hit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyway, it was supposed to drop, and I want to say this month. But guess what? Yeah, you could scratch all that because it sounds like your boy's on the brink of death, which is the only reason you can delay an album nowadays. My man hopped on the gram and stated, quote, I was planning to release my album this month, but between surgery and rehab, my energy has been dedicated to recovery. Close quote. Excuse me? Yo, nobody told us you was in dire straits, bruh. We could have been praying for you all this time, man. And then you'd have been healed a long time ago. Anyway, he continued on and said, quote, I'm blessed to be back on my feet, feeling great and focused on the album, but Certified Lover Boy won't be dropping in January. I look forward to sharing it with you all in 2021. Close quote, bruh. The hell is going on, man? As far as I understand, you already had the Rona. Now you talking surgeries and rehab. Don't do this to us, bruh. Look, your album could come out in June, man. You see what I'm saying? Work is not a priority. Your health is, man. All right? Big getter, big dog. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I mean. Let me tell you something. There was a kid, right, that turned on his own pops after his pops broke the law like an animal and foolishly involved himself in the siege of the Capitol. Yo, shout out to that kid, man. I think his name was Jackson. Man, the kid got a GoFundMe, man, and the whole 9 yards, because he's like, yo, man, his mom's and his sister catching heat now because he had to turn his own father in. Would you turn your own father in if he participated in the siege? A lot of people wouldn't, man, but this kid thought about, yo, man, it's what's best for the maximum amount of people. Which, you know, I got to turn on my own. That's a big deal. Anyway, the pops threatened to off the kid and the fam if they turn him in, and the kid turns his bullying punk-ass pops in to the fuzz. I know you. I don't know if I would do. Anyway, but they will put your behind. Look, kids will put your behind out there in a heartbeat. You should know this, man. I mean, anybody that has kids knows your kids say the craziest thing at the most inopportune time. Case in point, remember that story involving Benzino and Royce the 5'9" going back and forth, and then Royce the 5'9" brought up that man's daughter? And then Benzino was like, yo, man, somebody sent me a picture. Your mom told me have at it, but I ain't want to do that because I ain't want to bring in kids' moms, stuff like that. And, you know, it was a crazy situation in my book. Now, Benzino shot back talking about, yo, man, don't involve my daughter in any of in our effery. Don't involve my daughter in any of our effery. I ain't going to involve your moms. So Benzino's daughter came out after Benzino came to her defense, which was nice to see, right? But his daughter came out, and you know how kids are gonna do you, right? And she dropped a track called No More Parties. And Shorty called out her father, talking about, quote, I'm too busy getting this money counting cheddar. My daddy let me down, but I promise I won't let up. I want to say F that man, but that ish won't make me better. Close quote. You ain't supposed to talk crazy about your parents, man. That short is your lifespan. You should know that. Look, I'm convinced, right? These kids are strategically orchestrating a plan to off their parents by making them go crazy. Yo, how the hell you gonna make a track and talk crazy about your pops on wax? I mean, it ain't wax anymore, but you know what I'm saying. You're supposed to have some type of loyalty to your peoples, man. Whatever. Whenever an artist hops on the campaign trail, right? You know, I get a cringy feel about it. It's like they're using their platform to sway politics. But in a way, it's not their fault. Their voices are loud. And for me to hate on them about, you know, that is like hating on NFL players that took the knee. Politics affect artists too, right? Anyway, folks got on Wayne and Kodak for, you know, what seemed like endorsements for Trump. But what was noticeably absent during that whole campaign situation was Jay-Z and Beyonce's endorsement for Biden, right? I mean, they did it for Hillary Clinton. How you ain't gonna do it for Biden? And Kamala, of all people? Anyway, apparently, a loose-lipped source, right, has revealed, and don't look at me like that, quote, Roc Nation does not impose itself in its artists' political involvement. However, the same source familiar with Perez and the former administration wouldn't blame Roc Nation for playing it safe. They said, quote, as anyone who's worked with the Trump White House knows, you can't piss him off or he will take revenge, close quote. And actually, it might have worked. Endorsing Biden could have turned enough sensitive voters away from voting for Biden, costing folks, Biden and Kamala, the election, costing us the election. Because, come on, what is the alternative? Mr. I want to start an insurrection? Technically, Biden and Kamala could walk away and say, I didn't need their help. We did this on our own with your votes. You like, yo, man, cut the politics talk. Yo, man, don't tell me what to do, okay? And finally, I could have sworn we went over what constitutes snitching a million times before. But for the people in the back who were talking, we got to go over it again. The no snitching rule is when you do dirt with your peoples and then you rat on the peoples you did dirt with. By extension, it can technically apply to your ops that do dirt similar to the dirt that you do. But that's a loose technicality. Lil Durk provided an additional clause to the snitching rule, stating, quote, if you talk about murders and who did what to who on live and know they're gonna put it on YouTube, you a rat, close quote. Taking social media into account and providing a clause or an extension that snitching extends to when you do it indirectly by a third party. As if you tell someone who you know is going to talk, then you snitched by proxy. I think that's the right way of saying it. Remember that story with the YFN Lucci when the dude I think he got shot, and then the dude went to the fire department and told them, and then I assumed that the firemen told the police officers what happened, and it's like, oh, so the dude did it by proxy, and it's whatever. Apparently there's legalities to this thing that we need to really hash out. Yo, let us know what you think. Is that snitching when you do it like by proxy? Like if you tell someone that you know got a big mouth, well, if you're doing it for the sole intention of, but you're doing it sideways, then it's snitching. Oh, I got a great idea though. Why just not do dirt at all? Then you don't got to worry about snitches, right? Like, yeah, I know, mind blown, right? DaniLeigh's apology. What do you think about that? Honestly, I accept it. I accept your apology, lady. And I think, that joint was good. It was big for you to do. There's certain little things about it that, kind of stand out that a lot of people won't like. You know what I'm saying? All my friends are white type thing. All my friends are black type thing. And Benzino's daughter doing what she did. Come on, sis. Are we supposed to really put our peoples out there on the wax like that? Yo, let us know what you think. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.